Six of Wands. The Page of Wands. You've risen above some sort of immaturity here. Or rising above some sort of immaturity. Yeah. Whether that was immaturity that was displayed to you from another person, or if you were like viewing something from when you were in your this feels like another person. The Six of Wands is telling me that you are rising above it. You're not going to stoop to a certain level. Your energy is asking other people to rise up to meet you. Right? Yeah, the Magician. The Magician at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. You've called your power back. You've tapped into your power. You know what you've done to be able to call your power back. You know what you've done to have, you know what you've had to go through, okay, right here to call your power back. You know what you've gone through internally, the Nine of Swords. You know what you had to face, the darkness you had to face, the mental agony you had to face, the Lovers, and then restore the connection with you and the divine and you and yourself with this love. You know, the self-love that you had to show to yourself, which took a lot of work, self-forgiveness, all sorts of things you had to go within because you could not continue to feel this way. And it feels like if you were to stoop to a level that you've already outgrown, you would be inviting this energy back in. This mental agony back, and it would be going against your consciousness and how hard you've worked and how much you've had to love yourself and pour self-love into yourself in order to get yourself back to this place where you're like, no, I'm an overcomer. I'm rising above energy that's going to make me feel this way. And you've shown this deep love to this place and this space that made you feel this way, that made you feel that unrest, that mental agony, that anxiety, right? You felt that. And then you brought love to that place and space. You honored that feeling right there. You felt that way because of your big heart and spirit. Right? And then you poured love into that place, into that space. The Knight of Wands. And now that's what's turning your spark. That's helping you take inspired action to move forward. Because you know what you had to go through in order to get yourself to this place, and you're not going to stoop to any kind of energetic level when you already worked very hard to get here. That's why you're rising above it. Closing in on you. It feels like energy was like closing in on you, on your inner child. Right? Like organized crime and child. It felt like energy was like coming, like you see how these people are like surrounding. It's like your inner child was in the center of this energy, and it felt like this energy was like engulfing you, and like you could not breathe. Your inner child could not come out and play like this. And you knew you had to do what you needed to do to honor and validate this feeling. Right? That feeling in itself is the validation of the hurt and the pain that you went through. That is the validation of the big heart and spirit and care that you have, right? For whatever was making you feel this way, right? You felt that strongly and that deeply around something because of how much you cared and loved it, right? Or them, whatever it was. But with the Lovers here, right? Like a connection that is truly for you and is for the betterment of you and that is good for you is not going to make you trapped in your head like that. That in itself is where you needed to honor and validate that feeling. Okay, so you could say that is enough for you to know that you don't deserve that. That pain and that agony, that mental agony in itself was what was valid. Your team does not ever want you to feel that way, right? So you broke up with this lower vibrational energy. Vacation, beach abroad, breakup, divorce and separation, right? Or this is coming in reverse. It's like you are allowing or connecting into a lower vibrational energy by like continuing to what feels like sacrifice your peace and your well-being and your mental health here. You're feeling stuck in your mind and trapped in mental agony over this. you are allowing that energy or connecting in with a not so fun, lower vibrational energy into your life, into your space. But it's like you cut it. You cut it. And you were believing or feeding some sort of lies to yourself because of your big heart. You were like, well, I love so big. And because I love this person, place, thing, or idea, you were like corrupting the narrative in your mind. And it's like even society and belief system will teach us that we'll do anything in the world for those that we love, even sacrifice our well-being and our mental health. No, no. And so you like ding, 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 confirmation. You went to war over your peace. You were like, I can't live like this. Something that is for you. Truth in the reverse, right? You are not okay, I see what they're saying. So, fighting for a lie. It's like you were fighting for a lie by saying, if you love and care about someone or something so bad, they are not going to make you have more questions than answers. They are not going to make you trapped in your head like that. Right? So it's like you were fighting for a lie. You were feeding yourself. That brings me back to the corrupted media source, because of how desperately and how bad you wanted to see the best within them. That was only a reflection of your pure heart and spirit. You see things as we are, not as they are. You were seeing your own reflection, and that's why you kept bypassing and bypassing and bypassing. You were like fighting for a lie. You were feeding a lie to yourself because you wanted so desperately to see the best when you were feeling like this, and that should have told you everything you needed to know. Somebody or something that is not for you is not going to make you trapped in your head like this, up at night crying. Look how he's sitting. I know there's a reflection, but no. That's why you're rising above, because when something is really for you, it's going to bring you up. It's going to set your inner child free. What you need to go to war for is your truth that you deserve to be happy. So you're separating yourself from energy that is like this, right? And you're rising above it. You're separating yourself from energy that is making you feel like you have to go lower and sacrifice your peace and your happiness in order to meet them. No, they can rise up to meet you, or anything else outside of you that's dragging you down, whether it's a person, place, thing, or idea, or job, or whatever. It is supposed to be able to, you've outgrown it. If it's dragging you down and pushing your frequency into despair like this, or mental agony like this, not for you. That feeling in itself is what is supposed to show you should not feel this way. I love you.